Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Don 773 TV. And you definitely in the place to be. Today we're gonna be chopping it up about something going on out of Chicago. An 18-year-old college student was killed here in Chicago, and that alone raises serious concern. I got a clip right here for y'all, and we're gonna dive right into it. Cut this music down. Alright, here go the clip. Y'all check it out.
An arrest has been made in the murder of a college student in Chicago. As ABC's Allison Cossack reports, federal officials say the suspect entered the U.S. illegally.
Overnight, authorities announcing an arrest in the murder of Loyola University student Sheridan Gorman. Homeland Security officials say the alleged shooter is 25-year-old Jose Medina, who they say illegally entered the U.S. from Venezuela. They say he was released after being apprehended by Border Patrol back in 2023 and was released again after a shoplifting arrest in Chicago.
She was really sweet, and it just makes me really sad because with everything that's going on, it does make you wonder, like, how safe can you be at night?
18-year-old Gorman from Westchester County, New York, was months away from finishing her first year of college. Police say around 1 a.m. last Thursday, she was walking with friends near a beach less than a mile from campus. Her family says she was trying to catch a glimpse of the Northern Lights. Authorities say that's when a man approached the group, took out a gun, and opened fire. Gorman was shot in the head. Police say she was not the intended target. Her family saying, "We will not allow this to be dismissed as wrong place, wrong time. This was not random misfortune. This was a violent and preventable act." Adding, "We are gravely disappointed by the policies and failures that allowed this individual to remain in a position to commit this crime."
So yeah, that's what happened. First, I want to say rest in peace to this young woman who lost her life, and prayers go out to the family. Her family is looking for answers, and it seems Chicago police were able to get them quickly. Now, one of the details being reported is the suspect is an illegal immigrant. And according to reports, he had prior contact with the authorities. In May of 2023, he was apprehended by Border Patrol. And a month later, June of 2023, he was arrested here in downtown Chicago for shoplifting. He was accused of stealing a few $100s worth of merchandise from the Macy's down on State Street. If you from Chicago, you know exactly where that location is. And you know, Donald Trump had his little 2 cents he had put in there. Let me play that clip for y'all. 1 second. Let me get it on the screen. My bad. Here we go. All right, y'all check this out. I just want y'all to be able to know what's going on. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Let me remove this. Add this. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, this Trump on the situation. Let's see what he's talking about.
3. Today, President Trump sharing his thoughts on the matter.
It's devastating. These people were let in by Biden. We're getting them out. We're getting them out fast. That's why ICE is so important. They're doing such a good job.
DHS says Medina remained in Chicago despite being arrested by Border Patrol in 2023 and then arrested again in that same year by Chicago police for retail theft charges at a Macy's in the city.
So they good at downplaying these things. They quick to, you know, he was arrested later that year. They're not going to tell you it was literally the next month. So now I want y'all to pay attention. I got another clip I want to play for y'all, and it's a detail that they had out of the original report. I'm sorry. And in the original report, they were saying that it was 2 suspects originally. So I'm gonna play that clip for y'all. I actually gotta pull it up. I'm bogus right now. I actually forgot to have it in the queue. But I'm gonna get it because that's important. And we need to see this because this guy has been apprehended and we are not hearing anything about a second suspect. Let me get it up for y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, here it is, right here. Sorry about that. I had to get that clip. Mic check. All right, I'll make sure we was there. All right, I got this clip right here. I want to cue it up for us. I started having mic issues, but we here. We ain't going nowhere. So yeah, like I was saying, I got a clip I want to play for the family because the early reports was saying there was 2 suspects. And now that they've apprehended a suspect, they're not saying anything about a second suspect. So let's check this out, family.
Over at the beach on Pratt, 1045 West Pratt, we got a person shot, and it's a
Just
Loyola
pay attention.
student.
Both Chicago Police and Loyola's Campus Safety Department gathered at a pier at Toby Prince Beach in Rogers Park. Officers were seen searching with flashlights after an 18-year-old Loyola University student was shot and killed. Chicago police say they were called to Pratt and Sheridan around 1:30 in the morning. According to investigators, Sheridan Gorman was walking with a group of friends when a person approached them, pulled out a weapon, and then shot at them.
One of the witnesses is describing 2 offenders with ski masks that ran from this area.
Gorman was shot in the head and later died.
Over at the beach on Pratt, 1045 West Pratt, we got a person shot, and it's a Loyola student.
Both Chicago Police and Loyola's Campus Safety Department gathered at a pier at Toby Prince Beach in Rogers Park.
So
Officers were seen searching with flashlights after an 18-year-old Loyola University student was shot and killed. Chicago police say they were called to Pratt and Sheridan around 1:30 in the morning. According to investigators, Sheridan Gorman was walking with a group of friends when a person approached them, pulled out a weapon, and then shot at them.
One of the witnesses is describing 2 offenders with ski masks that ran from this area.
Gorman was shot in the
2
head and
offenders with ski masks. So a detail that was originally reported, there were actually 2 offenders, both wearing ski masks. One approached and opened fire, and then they both fled together. But only one person is in custody right now. So if there were 2 people involved, that means someone else was there, right? And like they say, birds of a feather flock together. 9 times out of 10, if he was with somebody else, it was another immigrant, another illegal immigrant. So the question is, why was he allowed to still roam free in the country after he caught a case just a month after being in the country? This is exactly why that sanctuary city label is dangerous. And I'm not the only one saying this. So I want to play a clip for y'all. I got another clip. All right, y'all check this out.
Her heartbroken family demanding justice. St. Quote Sheridan was 18. She had her entire life ahead of her, her education, her future, her family. We will not allow this to be dismissed as a wrong place, wrong time. This was not random misfortune. This was a violent and preventable act. Accountability must be complete. Our next guest was born and raised in Chicago, where his own brother was murdered by gun violence. Fox News political analyst Gianno Caldwell joins us. Gianno, it's good to hear from you, brother. Let's talk about this, because so often you have these preventable acts, and the leadership of Chicago, they just say wrong place, wrong time.
And the truth of the matter is, you can be in your bed and a bullet comes through your window. Is that the wrong place, wrong time?
Right.
Where is it safe to live in Chicago? This precious young lady, 18 years old, just like my baby brother was when he was murdered, had a long life ahead of her. She was studying. She was the person that we want to see do well in this country. But yet and still, we have people like J.B. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, and Mayor Brandon Johnson, who failed the test time and time again. This is an indictment on them. But it's not just an indictment on them. This is an indictment on every blue city and state that continues to endorse sanctuary city policies. What we need to do as a country is rise up and say enough is enough. President Trump has been working tirelessly to secure our cities, places like D.C., Memphis. He tried to do it in Chicago,
So
but
he's
an activist
obviously
judge got in the way
capping
of that.
for the Republicans.
This is what we really need to do. We need to end the filibuster.
But he's making a
We need
point.
to pass the SAVE Act. And additionally, these elected members that we sent out to do the job on behalf of our citizens need to end sanctuary cities once and for all. And they need to do so in a manner that if any of these elected mayors, Johnson, Karen Bass, and others, try to get in the way of these actions, they should face jail time. That is what I would like to see come out of our United States Congress.
You know, it's interesting, Gianno, because earlier in the show, we played this flashback clip of the governor, J.P. Pritzker, who toured this area and was making fun of the president, saying, you know, do you think that this lakefront is violent? This was the same place she was murdered.
That's crazy.
Exactly right. And there's no place safe in the city of Chicago. When I was
It's not, especially when we got illegal immigrants roaming across the city. Like, for real. And I'm gonna play that clip for y'all of J.B. Pritzker that he's talking about. Let me get this up here for y'all. Here we go, right here. Let me get this clip up for y'all. Because like I say, these people are just saying anything. It's just safe and all
Everybody
this.
likes,
Check it out.
everything.
Yeah.
So
tell me about how you're mentally also getting ready for this week, and what are you anticipating?
Well, look, Donald Trump has obviously has Chicago on his mind seemingly every day now, and they are clearly going to
you don't
send
have Chicago on your mind
ICE
enough.
officials and officers to the neighborhoods. That's not going to be good for anybody. I think if they want to actually do something that's helpful, they should help us arrest violent criminals. That's what we'd like. And that can be done with folks who are in the business of doing that. Everybody.
And this guy just won another term. He just won another election. And it's sad, man. Like, we have a class of people who they just vote, man. Like, it's crazy. They don't look into anything. They just vote. So on one hand, you got politicians telling you everything is good, everything is safe, and that people who support deportation laws are wrong. But on the other hand, you got violent incidents like what just happened right down the street from where he filming these videos. While they're secure, he got security out there right now. When you're not properly vetting who's coming into the country, situations like this is going to continue to happen, because this isn't the first time an illegal immigrant has been charged with a crime like this. We've been seeing it over and over again across the country. This is why we have an immigration process. This is why we have laws in place. People here illegally need to be removed from the country. And if you want to come here, do it the right way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not against any immigrants, and I'm against illegal immigrants. The first word in this is illegal. Yeah. But I got something I want to transition into, because it's, here's something that need to be talked about, right? But before I even get into it, I'm gonna play this clip for y'all, but just get an understanding. Y'all check it out.
Body was left outside in the back of her home. They left out for how long. Her says they aren't sure how long her body was left outside in the back of her home. They tell me it was a stranger who happened to be driving to work when they found her body in the alley, and it happened while the victim's 5-year-old son was in the house.
I know we gotta be strong for him.
It's been a heartbreaking week for this family ever since police say Brandy Fleming was found shot and killed in the back of her home. Relatives tell me her only child was inside of their house at the time, unaware that his mother was taken from him.
You took a really good person.
And this is not too far from me.
With a really big heart that cared about her child.
Police say last week Friday around 5:30 a.m., the 29-year-old mother of one was found shot once in an alley near Kilbourne and Maypole Avenues in Chicago's West Garfield Park neighborhood.
It was actually a lady on her way to work. The boosters would call her attention, and I guess that would make her kind of come to kind of assist with my sister. And I'm grateful that she did, I'm saying, but in a sense, it was like a little bit too late.
Police say Fleming later died on scene. Her family says they didn't find out about her death until hours later.
Where's her son? That's what's going through my mind. Is he okay? Is it a strong possibility that he's hurt too?
Relatives say the boy was found safe at daycare, now left with an unfillable void, while this West Side alley remains shrouded in mystery amid an ongoing investigation.
Sometimes people do holler out for silent cries in situations, and I just felt like that I wasn't there, I'm saying, in the time of her desperate needs.
Police haven't determined the motive behind the shooting, only saying that the offender is unknown. So far, no arrests have been made.
So God be with that sister. Prayers to the family. And I got one more clip I want to play for y'all. One more. Let me put it up there, pull it up. Let me play this for the family.
A man is dead following a shooting in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. This happened early this morning in the 8000 block of South Hermitage. Chicago police say officers were responding to a call of a person shot in that area, and when they arrived, they found him lying on the ground with a gunshot wound to the head. Police say he died at the scene. No arrests have been made. And now we turn to another developing story. A woman is dead following a hit and run in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood. Police got a call about a woman lying in the street on East 77th. She was taken to a hospital where she later died. Investigators believe she was riding on a scooter when she was hit by an unknown vehicle that then left the area. Anyone with any information is being asked to call the police. Another story, one person is dead, two others left
in. This all went on
Brownsville.
at the same
According
time.
to Chicago police, the 3 victims were outside on East 38th Street when someone pulled out a gun and opened fire. All 3 victims were taken to the hospital, among them a 39-year-old who later died after getting shot in the chest. Another man was shot and is currently in critical condition. A third man, identified as a 35-year-old, only was shot in the knee and is expected to be.
So I had to play that for the family, the church mob. People are getting killed across this city every day, and nothing is happening. No suspects, no updates. It just gets swept under the rug. I just showed y'all the clip of a young mother found dead in the alley over a week ago, and there's still no suspects. There was another case similar to this a few months ago. There was a woman early Sunday morning. She was on her way to church. This was on the opposite side of town. This is on the south side. She was on her way to church one Sunday morning, and she was killed. Found the same type of situation. Shot to death. Cases like this raise real questions when you have situations like this Sheridan Gorman case, where the case gets solved and the suspect turns out to be an illegal immigrant. Because it all ties back together. A lot of these individuals have been moved into black communities. That's been proven. We know this. They're in our communities. They spread those people out on the south and west side. So when you see people getting randomly shot early in the morning on their way to work, on their way to church, that raises concerns on who's actually committing these crimes and what's really going on in our community. For real. And it raised another question. Are some cases prioritized over others? And is this sanctuary city status putting us all in danger? And I think the answers are already right in front of us, y'all. So to the church mob, y'all make sure y'all be safe out there, because we targeted from all angles. Man, rest in peace to the people that lost their lives. And like I say, man, all we can do is try to be safe out here and be aware. Church, we out.